Hey, welcome to the first motovlog of 2022. We're back! It's finally stopped raining. We are here in the beautiful city of Ronda. There's the bridge behind me, but we're not staying here. That's going to have to wait for another day. Because today, we are on the hunt for some Roman spa retreats. Kind of. And just on cue, here comes the sun. So we're going to head south down the A369, which is also the name of this song by a friend of mine, Zoe Zohar. Thanks, Zoe. So yeah, let's go.
The sun comes up again, but everybody's gone. What is going on? What is going on? Vibrations in the air, but I can hear a sound. What is going on? Why am I alone? Can you feel me? Slowly letting go. Release me. 'Cause I'm not coming home. The stars come up again, I'm lying in my bed. Is it in my head? Is it in my head? All my thoughts are gone, or maybe just dead. They're not in my head, they're not in my head. Slowly letting go. Release me. 'Cause I'm not coming home.
Saucisson
Can you hear me now?
Fromage,
I don't
fromage,
wanna stick
camembert, and vine. The night.
Yeah, it's good.
'Cause I'm feeling weightless now. Stop. Can you feel me now? I don't wanna stick around. Up, above the ground. 'Cause I'm feeling weightless now.
Oh, that's just silly. And fuel. Merci pour le photographie. Et souvent à française. Il a un YouTube channel, c'est dans la description. Merci beaucoup.
Alright, well, it should be around here. It's just a matter of sussing it out. Never been under a motorway before, that's quite something. Baños Hedionda, that's what we're looking for. Baños Hedionda. That means stinky baths. Like smelly, stinky baths. Alright. So I'm not sure how far up these are, but I really hope they're not that far, because walking in bike gear is a torture I wish upon no man or woman. Anyway, these baths, let me explain. Apparently, these are Roman baths, highly sulphuric Roman baths, which means apparently they stink. But also, apparently, the water has medicinal qualities. I'm not going to comment on whether that's true or not, because I don't know. But the actual structure, the bath structure, is Roman, dating from about the 1st century CE. And of course, there's legends associated with it. 2 legends associated with the big JC himself, Julius Caesar. The first is that when he was praetor serving in Betica, in this province, Roman Spain, he had a skin illness, disease, and he came here to take the waters, as it were, and he was cured. And so he apparently ordered the construction of the bath houses, which soon became a spa resort, as it were. And the second is that during the civil war, again, Julius Caesar, that his army was ravaged by like lice and stuff, and so he brought them all here, and the whole army had a nice bath together. Very homoerotic bath. But anyway, yeah. I hear water. That's a good sign. Some really nice houses here with grapevines growing up along the roof. Very picturesque. Very pretty. Here we are. Oh shit, actually, I better not leave my bag there. Those are some big ass ants. Oh. There's a lot of people here. Wasn't expecting that. It's very nice. I tell you, these baths, the water might smell, but there's no way it can smell worse than I already do. Ugh. Control yourselves, boys. Let's go have a look. Ow, ow, ow. Good. I was worried I'd be the only creep with a camera at a public bathing area. Ah, that's a relief. So obviously all this white, this is all modern concrete, designed to protect what isn't modern, which is this. Ugh. Wow. Oh wow, so deep. I'm actually swimming right now. Like, you can't touch the bottom or see the bottom. But all of this is original 1st century Roman. All of this brickwork, the concrete, which amazingly is waterproof. Isn't it beautiful? That's really beautiful. The vaulted ceiling. Stunning. Definitely worth it. Whew. Oh, I wonder where that goes. Oh. This must go like deep into the mountain. That must be the source wherever it's coming from. And you know what? It doesn't actually smell. It doesn't smell at all. It kind of smells a bit like weed, but that might actually just be weed. No, I expect it to just be a lot worse. But you can't see anything, like, it's so... You put your arm out by that much underwater, you can't see it. But what a unique place. Alright, that was really rather lovely. I highly recommend it. Gorgeous little spot. I'd say it's pretty busy at weekends. However, it's not exactly like a hidden away sort of thing that nobody knows about. No, it's a pretty popular watering hole. But yeah, really nice experience. Like, who cares about the legends? Oh, Julius Caesar did this, he did that. He might have. How cool is that? But no, in all seriousness, it's just really nice. The architecture, the structure itself, stunning, really nice. It's very small. It's not extravagant, but it's very well preserved, and it's a very relaxing atmosphere. Very therapeutic, you might say. Anyway, we're just a little bit north of Marbella now. Going to head down the coast towards Tarifa. I'm going to stay somewhere along the coast for the night, and then tomorrow head to a Roman city. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and all that. So this is it. This is Tarifa. And that's Morocco. So close, yet so far! Ah! The Pillars of Hercules. At last I get to see them. There's a theory, of course, that the so-called pillars actually refer to literal pillars of the Temple of Hercules, which is supposedly located off the coast of Cadiz. Actually, it's been in the news again recently because a new supposed location for it has been proposed, but aside from that, no, these are what is generally considered to be the pillars. Very nice. I'm pretty hungry now, gotta say. Might be time to get some food. Alright, not a bad way to end the day. Yeah, finally got some food. But more importantly, oh shite, it's been in the back of the bike. Cheers guys, Slánta. Food! Let me show you what we're doing. Got some salchichon iberico, which is salami. Tortilla. I know everything is coming in packets, it's bad, but I needed to find a campsite over getting food. It was a bit more of a priority, so that's where we're at. Oh yeah. And salmorejo. It's a feast. 'Tis a feast. So this is Spanish omelette, as it's called in the rest of the world. It's potatoes and eggs fried, if I can get into it. Let me in. Let me in. Ah, yeah, baby. It's probably not going to be very good. In fact, I know it's not going to be very good, but that is why got salmorejo, which is sort of like cold soup of tomato and garlic and good stuff. We're going to put that on the tortilla to make it a little bit better. Actually, I know what we'll do. Take the tortilla out, because I don't have any cutlery, because that's how we roll. Put the salmorejo into the tortilla packet. Aha. Yeah. Now we're talking. Could be a whole lot worse. I'm lying, it's fucking fantastic. Excuse me. Oh. Well guys, I hope you're enjoying the trip. I decided to make this into like one longer video rather than two shorter ones. Try and keep it somewhat succinct and around the theme, because apparently that's how YouTube videos are meant to be. So thank you for watching if you've made it this far. And if you like this sort of thing, whatever this sort of thing is, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. And also, I'd like to thank everyone who's supported this growing project since this midway. It's a year now. A year now since we started on Ordinary World, but not a year even since we uploaded videos for the first time. So, to everyone who's supported me and the project, both by watching, reading, and by contributing to help me keep petrol in my tank, I really appreciate it, and it goes a long way. So, this one's for you. Thank you. I'm going to turn the camera around now so that you don't have to watch me slurping my Sal Morocco, and we can watch the sunset together. You may as well crack open a beer or open a bottle of wine. Who wants my food? Cheers, guys. Good morning. Well, another beautiful day. Heading down the road now to Bologna, where this Roman city is located. Baelo Claudia. I'm really looking forward to this. I've seen pictures and it looks amazing. Apparently it's one of the most, if not the most comprehensive remains of a Roman town in the entire Iberian Peninsula. So we'll see. They all say that. They all want to claim it. Anyway, whether it is or isn't, it's going to be nice. Very quiet. Very peaceful. Right, let's go have a look at some womans. Here we are, Baelo Claudia. Behind me is the visitor centre and museum, which is really nice, really modern, very informative, with a small but insightful collection of artefacts, including the more mundane things like plumbing. Just think of how miserable our lives would be without plumbing, and yet it's so often overlooked. But yeah, entrance is free for European citizens. And this is the city. We're now walking along the outskirts. Here we have the remains of one of 3 aqueducts which served the city. Hello, this is editing Ferdia jumping in here because I realized that the audio recorded on site was completely unusable due to wind noise. So I'm going to chat away here and take you on a tour of Baelo Claudia. So we begin by walking along the outside of the eastern segment of the old stone walls. These were pretty impressive walls. You can see the remains of watchtowers scattered, dotted along at regular intervals. This is the section we're walking along, and we're going to pass through this gate, the eastern gate. This route was called the Decumanus Maximus, one of the 2 main axes which Roman towns tended to be planned around. The Decumanus Maximus ran from east to west, seen here, and that intersected with the Cardo Maximus, which ran north to south, obviously. But beautiful original flags. From here, though, we make our way down to the sea. Baelo Claudia is, of course, on the Atlantic coast. It's 20 kilometers north of the Straits of Gibraltar, so it was a major crossing point to Roman Tangier in North Africa, as well as being a major economic production facility for tuna fishing and the salting of fish and the production of garum, which was a Roman sauce, a condiment, an ingredient made from fermented salted fish that they just went mad for. They put it on absolutely everything. Never had it, but I'd love to try it. But here you can see the production facilities, the factory for the salting of the fish. From here then we make our way back up to the Decumanus Maximus, heading towards the Forum. And here we are at the southern end of the Forum. The Forum was the centre of public and urban, political and cultural and social life. Here we see the iconic pillars of Baelo Claudia with the statue of Emperor Trajan looking over it all. Great guy, great guy. But we're going to swing around and head west, back along the Decumanus Maximus. You'll notice that all the flags are very uneven. This obviously isn't normal. It's not meant to be like this. This is as a result of numerous earthquakes that Baelo Claudia suffered around the 2nd and 3rd century CE, which, coupled with piracy, led to its ultimate demise. Anyway, plumbing, back to plumbing, yes. Have a look here. Under the flags you can see this, you can see the waterworks under the street. Now this is the mark of civilization. This is one of our greatest achievements. Like, you can forget about your big buildings and your fancy statues. No, it's the plumbing we want to see. But we'll keep going. We can't talk for too long about pipes, unfortunately. We'll head along to the baths, my favorite place. Unfortunately, though, we can't use these ones because they're a ruin. But they are very well preserved, and you can see the standard layout that we expect to see in Roman thermae. You would enter here from the front into the frigidarium, the cold room. This area here, there's 2 pools on either side. And when you're finished splashing around in those pools, you would progress into the warm room, the tepidarium. Heated, of course, via this plumbing system underfloor. You can see the beautiful brick archways. The floor would have been on top of those, and the heat would have come up from underneath. Fantastic. 2 tepidarium. Or is it 2 tepidarii? I don't know. Anyway. After the tepidarium, here we have the caldarium, the hot room, and the furnace would have just been on the other side of that wall to heat the water to send through under the floors to heat the caldarium and the tepidarium. Beautiful, beautiful baths. And in keeping with our civilized evening, we shall adjourn ourselves to the theatre.
Oh, the theatre, darling, how lovely. What's on tonight? Oh, I don't know, my love. Perhaps one of those nasty Greek fellows will grace our stage. I hear one recently performed for the emperor in Rome, Emperor Pupienus. Yes, I know, darling, unfortunate name. But perhaps after the theatre we can go home and... Oh, naughty Flavius!
Yeah, anyway, here's the theatre. A pretty standard theatre, nothing special. It had a capacity of about 2,000, so yeah, it's just standard. Where possible, these theatres were built into the side of an existing slope, as is the case here. You can see that the seating falls away from you and sort of goes up that slope there. In the centre then, of course, we have the orchestra, and sort of we're looking from an unfortunate angle, so we can't see the scene fronts, which is what would be the beautifully decorated sort of stage fronting, for want of a better word. But yeah, it's all roped off for some reason, despite the fact that they have planking, and yeah. Anyway, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? From here we shall go back down to the forum. We'll go to visit these temples and the north side of the forum. This is the forum, big open plaza, all the original paving. You can see the public buildings which would have surrounded the forum on 3 sides, and at the top of the forum, just where we're standing now on the north side, would have been this monumental fountain. Spectacular. And behind the fountain would have been the altar. There it is. And just behind the altar, 3 temples. One to Juno, one to Minerva, and in the center, of course, the big fella himself, Jupiter. And this is fantastic because we can actually go up the steps of the Temple of Jupiter. And yeah, it's a fantastic feeling. It's a very special thing to climb these steps and make your way up to what was a highly sacred place to many of the people who lived here 2,000 years ago. And when you turn around, you're met with this breathtaking view overlooking a city 2 millennia old. Yeah, it's quite moving. At least it is for me. And that's it. That's Baelo Claudia. I really hope you enjoyed that rapid 5-minute tour of this amazing archaeological site. I definitely didn't do it justice. You need more than 5 minutes, but look, it's something. But if you're like me and you can't get enough Roman history in your life and enough Romans, I'm currently getting through I Claudius, great book, I highly recommend the YouTube channel Told in Stone. Garrett does really good videos, really informative, entertaining, and relaxing too, about Roman history. Told in Stone. Do check it out. So that's it, guys. A big thank you to Zoe Zohar for the music at the start of this video. 369. I love that song. It was constantly going in my head when I was writing. So thanks, Zoe, for letting me use that music. I'm going to put all of her stuff, all of her links in the description. So definitely, if you liked what you heard, go check it out. She's got lots more. So help her, support her, listen to her. Big thank you also to Krystian for the drone footage. It was great to meet you guys. I hope we get to ride again in the not too distant future. And finally, thank you to you. Thanks for watching. This has been the first motovlog of the year of 2022. Man, it was good to get out on the road. But obviously a lot has changed since I last uploaded at the end of February of this year. Obviously the Russian invasion of Ukraine has brought images to our eyeballs that we thought belonged solely in newsreels from the 20th century, but unfortunately it's all happening again. And one of my best friends works in an NGO, a Polish NGO, getting medical aid into Ukraine. So usually at this time, at the end of a video, I'd ask you for your help and your support to keep the project going and to keep petrol in my tank. And thank you to everyone who has supported me up to this point. But if you do have any disposable income and you were thinking of supporting An Ordinary World, please do go to the link also in the description for my friend's NGO and donate. I've donated. Donate to his, donate to a similar NGO of your choice. Just help alleviate some of the suffering and pain that's going on in Ukraine. So yeah, that's it. I am in the Caribbean. You can't see out the window. I'm here filming my little brother. He's doing some gigs here. Kuan Durkin. Check out his YouTube channel if you bizarrely haven't found it already. Great musician. And yeah, there'll be videos coming up on his channel in the not too distant future. So go on. There's loads of people. Go support us all. We need your eyes. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll be back in Europe very soon in the next few days. Hopefully back out on the road. Back making videos. So till then, thanks for watching. See you later.